Mihalik represents the tying run at third base. Eddie Palmer, the right fielder, up there now. Jones pitching from the stretch. Gets that one by Palmer for a strike. Eddie singled sharply to left field his first time up in this game. So the fielding miscue by the Texan right fielder, Greg Edwards, has certainly aided the Cardinal cause. One foul down off the thumb, strike two. Jones at third base, playing up again on the edge of the infield grass, as he almost always does. Tough to bunt in a situation like that, and of course it's also difficult with two strikes on a batter. Got him on strikes. Eddie Palmer goes down on 3 straight swings. Strikeout number 5 for Chris Jones.
The fielder, Kevin Gill.
Kevin Gill 0 for 4 in the first game. And he bounced into a fielder's choice in the second game. Sidearm pitch up high for a ball. See, Mihalik can get a pretty decent lead off third base because the third baseman is not holding him close to the bag. Pitch in for a strike. Evens up the count at 1-1. Notice where Jones is playing right now. He'll move in closer to the infield grass. But Mihalik can take a fairly good-sized lead off of third base. So that if there were a pitch that got away from the catcher not too far, Mihalik could score. Swung on a miss, strike two. Jones trying to get his 6th strikeout right now. One and two, the count on Gill. Down low for a ball, 2-2. Evens the count up. Good crowd here tonight for this, the second game, and the deciding game of this playoff. Breaking pitch, got him on strikes. So when he needed the strikeout pitch, he got it, striking out both Palmer and Gill. And Chris Jones really does well. For the Cardinals, in the bottom of the 4th, they get a run on 2 hits. There was 1 error, and a very important one indeed. 1 man left on base. Mihalik stranded at third. And after 4 full innings of play, it's Sam Houston 3 and Irving MacArthur 2. We'll be back right after these words.
Diabetes affects millions of Americans and can strike anyone, a child, a pregnant woman.
Even a professional baseball player, Roger?
That's right, Jim. But the American Diabetes Association offers hope. We educate patients, we train medical professionals, and we fund research to help cure diabetes.
Roger and I truly need you on our team.
Contact your local office today and join us in the fight against diabetes in Texas.
Roger Rumsey leads things off for the Texans in the top of the 5th inning. Boy, he's been tough in the second game. He's doubled in 2 runs, and he's also singled. So he's working on a perfect night in this game number 2. As you can see, he's a left-handed batter. Davis's breaking pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Rumsey back in now. The pitch from Davis drilled in the right field, base hit. He's got his third straight hit. The first two he slapped to left field. This time he got around on a pitch and drilled it sharply into right.
First baseman, Bill Vericchio.
The first sacker, Bill Vericchio, is up. He's going to go down and talk to the head man here and say, okay, coach, what should I do? And Tommy Cantrell giving him exactly what he wants him to do. That's our situation on the Irving game of the week. Texans 3, Cardinals 2, top of the 5th inning. There goes Rumsey. The throw down to second, not in time. He's got it stolen. Rumsey had a good jump. Just did get in there in time. Pitch outside for a ball, 1-1. Ball 2. Clint Davis retired the first 5 men he faced coming on in relief. But it's been a little bit different since then. Oh, swung and a missed on an inside pitch, 2-2. He's given up 3 hits to the last 4 batters who have faced him. 2-2. That's the count on Phil Vericchio. No one out. Rumsey away from second. Curveball. Bounce back to Davis. Checks the runner. Throws to first for the out. Now the play to third base, and Rumsey outruns the throw. Good hustle by Rumsey. Some very aggressive base running by Roger Rumsey. Watch this. The ball comes back to Davis, and he'll just look at the base runner. Now Moore throws the ball down low in the dirt, and see it hits Rumsey right in the back.
Number 12, right fielder.
Actually, what Davis did was he looked at the runner, Rumsey, at second base, but he didn't fake the throw. So Rumsey just held his ground, and as soon as Davis released the ball to first base, Rumsey was on his way to third. 1 out, a man on third. Ground ball to the shortstop, Mahalik. Looks the runner back to third, makes the throw to first, 2 down. As Edwards bounces out, and another nice defensive play by John Mahalik.
Designated hitter, Tom Gintz.
And a little bit of caution there, because quite often in a situation like this, your manager will tell you if the ball's hit on the ground, the minute it's hit on the ground, you break for the plate. But Rumsey did not do that. Designated hitter Tom Gintz swings and misses, strike 1. So they're 2 down. Man on third. And Clint Davis trying to pitch the game of his life. Curveball lifted high out to left center field. A long run for Gill. Over, makes the catch. Side retired. Gintz gave it a ride, but Kevin Gill got on his horse and ran it down in left center field. So a threat as far as the Texans are concerned, but again, they come up empty. They had Rumsey lead off with a single, steal second, advance to third on an infield out, so they had a man on third with 1 out, and they could not score the run. I'll tell you, Gintz really got a hold of this baby too, as you'll see. Really gives it a ride, and Kevin Gill comes over and makes the nice running catch. Ran out from under his cap. In the top of the 5th inning for Sam Houston, a run. I beg your pardon, there were no runs. There was, however, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on. And after 4.5 innings of play, it's Sam Houston 3 and Irving MacArthur 2. The line score for Sam Houston, they have got 3 runs on 7 hits. And they have made 2 errors. So they're 3-7-2. The Cardinals of Irving MacArthur have 2 runs on 4 hits, and they've made 1 error. There we go.
Leading off for the Cardinals, second baseman Darren Hedges.
Boy, this is where you start taking the Rolaids right now. Bottom of the 5th inning. Remember this game, regulation game in high school, 7 innings. Darren Hedges starts things off. And you know Darren would really like to get on base, kind of pep up the Cardinals. Jones just blazes one by him, strike 1. Chris Jones determined to hold the fort for his team. Good breaking pitch, strike 2. Well, he got one over the inside corner, and then he broke one over the heart of the plate. So he's throwing to different spots. Sidearm pitch up high for a ball, 1-2. Well, as it turns out now, both teams have got their ace pitchers in there. Chris Jones starting and still in there. Clint Davis coming on in relief back in the 3rd inning. These were the 2 pitchers of record in the first game of the divisional playoff. Curveball up high, ball 2. The flags in center field, absolutely motionless. Earlier in the day, they'd been whipping in from center field and blowing from right to left. Now, as you can see, nothing. Outside, ball 3. So Jones, who got in front of Hedges with an 0-2 count, has missed on his last 3 offerings. And believe me, no one knows better than Chris Jones that he can't afford to miss now. He has got to throw a strike. The 3-2 pitch. Hedges fouls it off, and it was a strike. Fastball, about letter high. Jones has walked only 1 batter thus far, and he has struck out 6. Hedges back for some more dirt, and he'll get even another handful. The 3-2 pitch. On the outside corner, strike 3. Strikeout number 7. Jones hit the block again on that outside corner, and Hedges is caught looking, so he has struck out twice in this game. To the top of the order we go with the designated hitter, Vince Kimbrough. There's a high hopper. The 3rd baseman, David Jones, guns to throw to first. 2 away. Third baseman Scotty Gage. There he is in your picture. Last time up, he hit the ball right on the nose, but right at second baseman Kurt Black. Goes after the sidearm offering and misses. Strike 1. Line drive right down off the glove of Jones out into center field, and Gage has got himself a base hit. Wow, Jones couldn't figure out what happened. That ball was hit sharply, a dying line drive that he tried to glove, and the ball ricocheted off the glove out into short center field, so Gage is on with the base hit. And here is Chris Parshall, the center fielder. Gage at first base does not have a lot of speed, so he is not exactly a very good candidate to try and steal a base, but they still could play hit and run. Throw to first, and Gage is back. Obviously, it's a lot easier scoring from second base than it is from first. Check of the runner, and the pitch just blew it right by Partial. Strike one. Jones with a lot of speed. Good-looking pitcher. Here he comes again. Swung on this, strike two. Earlier in the season, Chris Partial was really on a hitting tear. He had a very hot bat. In our first game, he was 1 for 3. Pitch low and away. 1-2 the count. Down goes Gage, the attempted steal. He's got it. So Scotty Gage steals the base, is now in scoring position, and Partial has a 2-2 count. That is the percentage play where you try and get the man down with 2 outs down to second base. Now a single into the outfield should score Gage, whereas if he was on first base, a single in the outfield would not score him at all. So you're trying to increase the opportunity of getting that man home with a base hit. Jones trying to end it right now. Ground ball over the head into center field, base hit. Gage on his way to the plate. Here comes the throw, not nearly in time. It goes over the catcher's head. Down to second base goes Partial. We're tied at 3. So Chris Partial really comes through when it was needed. And you talk about the strategy there. Carl Childers couldn't have played it more perfectly. Bounced up the middle, center field. You see the replay. Here's Rumsey's throw, and boy, he just throws it over a mountain. No one's going to catch that. I mean, Lou Alcindor, now known obviously as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, that would have been over his head. We're tied at 3. Tommy Cantrell, rather, out there talking to his ace pitcher, trying to settle him down. Back-to-back base hits. Partial the RBI. Gage the run scored. Partial down at second on the overthrow. There is he. Williams the batter. And they're going to automatically walk him. They say, hey, go to first base. We do not want to face this guy. So for the second time in this game, Keith Williams draws the intentional pass.
Intentional ball given to Keith Williams. That brings up pitcher Clint Davis.
So Clint Davis comes up. And I mean, this guy isn't exactly chopped liver with the stick. In the first game of our twin bill, he had 3 base hits. He's 1 for 2 in this ball game. We're tied at 3. Partial at second. Williams at first. 2 down. Clint Davis is the batter. John Mihalik in the on-deck circle. Curveball popped up. Black goes back, waits for it. Oh, falls down but makes the catch. Well, I'll say one thing for Black. He didn't make it look very easy, did he? That was a routine pop fly, but I'll tell you what, Black really made it look tough. But the important thing was he caught the ball, ending the inning. For the Cardinals in the 5th, a run on 2 hits. We'll show you this play again where Davis pops out. No errors, 2 men left on base. And after 5 full innings.